Waimanalo Beach. Waimanalo Beach is one of those long stretches of beaches. It is long enough, they cut it in two. One side is Sherwoods, or Sherwood Forest, and the other is Waimanalo Beach. If you guys do plan on coming to swim here, the sand is very fine. So don't put your hair directly into the sand. You'll be in the shower for at least an hour trying to get it all out. So these are our homeless people here. You guys probably seen a bunch of them in Waikiki. The ones in Waikiki have addiction problems as well as mental illnesses. These ones just can't pay rent.
So they allow them to stay there?
Usually, no, they do sweeps, and cops are supposed to tell them to move. But a lot of them, they keep their area clean. Nobody complains about them. That forerunner sitting on the grass, that's a cop. So as long as nobody complains about it, the cops won't do much about it. Because there is no other real place for them to go. And a lot of them don't meet requirements or just don't want to go to a shelter. So not a lot of them just rather just live there on the beach. They put up a porta potty for them and everything, so. It says rent here in Hawaii, a condo is anywhere between $1,900 to about $2,800 just for a condo, depending on where you are. That red and white checkered restaurant we passed, that one was on the Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dines. When we get to the lunch menu, one of those restaurants over there was on that show as well. Well, at his old location, but he was featured on that show as well. So Waimanalo also has home, or is home, to one of the highest concentration of wines. That is because of the Hawaiian Homestead Act, created by Kamehameha III. Now what it basically is a list Hawaiians can put their name on. If they're 50% or more Hawaiian, they are able to wait on that list for a property to be leased to them for 99 years at $1 a year. They are able to pass it down to someone who is at least quarter Hawaiian, and that person can extend it for another 199 years at $1 a year. So basically, if they wanted to, they could pay off that whole 99-year mortgage one time. But a lot of them don't, So to the right behind all these bushes is the entrance. So the entrance is coming up, but this is Sherwood Forest on the right-hand side. The sign will say a different name, but everybody knows it as Sherwood Forest. Left-hand side, we have Gonolulu Polo Field, or Polo Club. Polo is not as famous here as they thought it would be. 3/4 of the Hawaiian Islands can't even participate in polo. We're all too heavy for the horses. To the right is Bellows Airfield Station. The Marines just use it now for training. if you're wondering why that one guy was just standing there, that is actually a corrections officer. Those are low-risk inmates out on work duty. It's Hawaii's version of a chain gang. The reason he's in plain clothes so that way people don't panic.
Do you have quite a few prisons here?
Yeah, we do. We have quite a few. We have one near the airport. So you guys probably went through a bunch of traffic lights or the main freeway, but you guys probably passed one. Toward the ending of the tour, we're actually going to pass one more. Right now, Hawaii has 3 men's prisons. One of them is medium. The other 2 are low risk. We have a women's correctional facility we're going to pass, a juvenile hall across the street, and 1 federal detention center. So the low risk one is near the airport, as well as the federal detention center. They have the medium one in an area near the Aloha Stadium or Pearl Harbor area, and another medium. Sorry, we have 2 mediums. Another medium near the North Shore area. But those ones all came out of the low risk station.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, sure.
Well, that happens daily to all of us.
Well, at least they did wave unlike others who just do it from technology.
So as we get out of Waimanalo, we head into an area called Kailua. Kailua roughly translates to 2 waters. And believe it or not, the ocean isn't included in that. You got like I said, Kailua, like every Mahopua, has a uniqueness to them. Or of course, what would you call it? So as we climb up a little bit, so as we get out of the Kailua area, we are going to be getting into the Kaneohe area. So to the right, this is the residence of my ex-girlfriend. Just kidding. She's one of the guards here. road leads into Kailua. It's one of many ways into the Kailua area, as well as the Marine Corps base around spring, which turned it into a marshland now. So coming up on the right hand side, we have the pine trees. The original trees that were planted here was actually going to be used to fix waiting in old cargo ships. What they didn't realize that was pine trees are very soft wood. They soak up a lot of water, making them too heavy for wooden ships. So they just left them here. We make our way to the temple. This intersection leads to a highway called the Pali Highway, which goes into downtown Honolulu. It goes through the mountain, and above one of the tunnels, it's a double tunnel system, there is a lookout called the Puli Lookout. That is the site of the Battle of Oahu. Hawaii didn't officially become one kingdom until about 1810. But before that, it was about a roughly 10-15 year campaign. The Kamehameha was actually born of prophecy, and the prophecy states that a noble child will be born on a stormy lightning and thunder night with a great fireball in the sky. Scholars and all of that just realized that they were talking about the Halley's Comet, but they could not actually pinpoint the exact night or kill any born sons within that time frame. But by that time, Kamehameha was already off hiding, and he was in hiding for roughly 5 to 7 years before coming back and starting his training. So when he decided to conquer the Hawaiian Islands, he started with Hawaii Island, worked his way towards Oahu. When he got to Oahu, he fell the first time. Then he decided to go back home, regroup, come back another time. He came back. He skipped over Oahu and went to Kauai and Niihau. But instead of a battle on those two islands, he basically had a treaty with them that they would become under King Kamehameha. So then they all teamed up against Oahu. So he sent a bunch of men out to the mountains to face away the cannons. And then Kamehameha brought his group up, backing the Oahu warriors over the cliff where the Pali Lookout is now. They found some 400 remains or so. near the lookout, and some artifacts that exhibited. That has all of royalty there and their family. King Kamehameha the First is the only one that's not buried there. When Kamehameha died, they actually do not know where he is. He entrusted 2 men to take his body and go hide his body in a cave. And the only 2 people that know never came back. Rumor has it they off themselves or jump off the cliff or something. Who knows where they are? And that is because Hawaiians believe that if anyone was to get a hold of your bones, that they would be able to absorb their mana or their power. And because Kamehameha was born of noble and royalty, he feared that people would take his power. So that's why he is up in hiding, or was buried in hiding. So when we get there, just walk through the exit side or the exit lane and you guys go inside, take a lot of pictures, feed the koi fish, ring the bell that they have. By the way, for warning, the koi fish are very fat. They like to hang around the edges of the pond because they know they're going to get fed. This cemetery used to have 2 high-profile people. Now it's just 1 person. But one of them was the former president of the Philippines, Ferdinand Marcos. The other high-profile person is a Chinese general that got exiled to Hawaii. 5-0, the movie Pearl Harbor with Ben Affleck. For 20 seconds, the roof of the temple was used in one of the shots. 20 seconds and the temple was closed for 3 days. It's okay, the temple didn't care, they were getting paid. So when we get down there, when you guys get off the bus, just wait for me outside the door and I'll come out with you folks. Like I said, I'll walk with you guys down there.